Hello, everybody, and welcome to another X-Marks the Spot with me, your host, Richter Hammer. Looking at the weekend wrestling, and joining me as per usual is Chriz the Mole,
Hello.
James Phoenix,
Hello.
and Marcus Shadow.
Hello.
So, as we usually do, we're going to go through our awards for the week and then match and a promo of the week. So, kind of a unique week here. Marcus was not expecting to be here, so does not have awards or match or promo. And I myself did not have time to watch NXT this week because of all the E3 stuff. So I apologize, derelict in my duty here for providing content, but that's okay. Got one award.
Actually, hang on, I
randomly
might
from
have
earlier.
something.
And now Marcus has one award or two. So
I was just thinking about it. 'Cause I was just thinking I might have actually been writing stuff down because I actually watched Raw. I was like, wait, did I actually write stuff down? But you may go ahead while I open up my document.
All right. So your first award, take it away, Jim.
Okie dokie. So let's see here. I guess I'll start off with my awards for Raw first. So my first award, again, I had trouble coming up with a pithy title for this one. I'm not doing good with that. I don't have a good record with titles recently, but I called it the new face of the mid card.
All right.
Or Bray Wyatt once again replaying his exact same goddamn storyline again, this time with Roman Reigns, because that's all he fucking does.
Pretty much.
It's like, well, not only are you now stuck in the mid card, you're now dragging other people back down to the mid card with you.
Oh, I have something on that, but
You're dragging people to the mid card.
That's his secret. He's like the Undertaker. He doesn't drag people to hell. He drags people to the mid card.
The new face. That's why he's the new face of fear. They're like, am I going to be in a feud with him? Oh no.
Exactly.
He's the anti-Undertaker. Instead of making people famous by having people face them,
Yes.
he takes their fame away by having people face him.
Yeah. The only thing that's worse than ending up in a feud with Bray Wyatt is ending up with a feud with Bray Wyatt involving the Intercontinental title.
actually, I would say ending up in a feud with Bray Wyatt is one of the best things for you.
Why
The
is that?
feuds are shit, the feuds are repetitive, but what they're using Bray Wyatt for is a stepping stone to the next league. Like, he feuded with Ryback, boom, Intercontinental Champion. He feuded with Dean Ambrose, almost won the world title and was in the world title picture. They're using him as, like, the step up to the main level, if that makes sense. Like, oh, the crowd responding to him enough that we can use him to elevate other people. Yeah,
but
I
I
don't know
think
if that makes sense, but that's how they're doing it. Like Roman Reigns, it's like he's feuding with Reigns, and it's like, well, Reigns, the fans aren't getting behind him, but if he goes over Bray Wyatt, they might, and then it'll elevate him up.
Maybe, but I think people are getting a little tired of Bray Wyatt's shtick.
We're getting tired of his shtick, but it seems to be working.
True.
I think if they want to make it work, fine. I think they can certainly use Bray Wyatt that way, but they need to have Harper and Rowan go back to him because he's not very effective without his minions. At least when he had his minions, there was some more spontaneity. Things were happening. Like, oh, is he going to get attacked by Harper? Is he going to get attacked by the fuck is the other one? Rowan? Is he going to get all three? Why are these guys back with him again? Is he going to have more followers? There was all kinds of stuff where they had him, and then they taking away Harper and Rowan, they basically cut Bray Wyatt's balls off, and it's like, wow, that was a great gimmick, and you just ruined it.
A little bit. I think taking Harper and Rowan away from Bray Wyatt hurt Harper and Rowan more than it hurt Bray Wyatt.
I could
I think that pretty much killed Harper and Rowan, but Bray, he's still there. He's still doing stuff. He's not as enigmatic as he was before because it's the same shit over and over again. But he's at least still there and still kind of, as Mo pointed out, kind of getting over with the fans. But Harper and Rowan, yeah, they had a good push. They were kind of getting over with the fans, and then they were like, "Hey, Harper and Rowan getting over with the fans. Let's make them go solo." And it's like it's like taking a Paul Heyman guy and getting rid of Paul Heyman. You like no offense, but look at Curtis Axel when he was with Paul Heyman. because he had Paul Heyman as a mouthpiece, he was doing okay. Now, the only thing that's halfway getting him by is his gimmick, but he's complete shit.
Yeah, and of course there was the other Paul Heyman guy that the second he was no longer with Paul Heyman, he sort of fizzled all out, and now he's all the way off in UFC doing fuck knows what.
Yeah.
Are we not allowed to keep making Punk jokes? Come on, they're relevant for a while.
Oh yeah.
You are. I didn't say you weren't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that in case any of the audience like, no, they're making a Punk joke. We should be allowed.
By the way, I found I do have 3 awards and a match of the night.
Okay.
Nice. All right.
Yay.
Triple H watches like they're making fun of Punk. Yes, my friends. Yes, that was my first award.
All right. So, Mole, your first award?
My first award is called Hell Has Frozen Over. And that was from the news of, as I showed Marcus and stuff, like literally like before Raw and stuff, like it was like the day before Raw, I think it was. Like I was like, I thought E3 would be the shocking news this week, but no, China visited the WWE headquarters and had like photos with like Mick Foley and stuff, with people posting stuff like "Welcome home." I'm like, China's back. I have no problem with this. There's not a single part of me that's like, boo, she did porn, because like I said, so did other people. They have Mike Tyson in there. Wasn't he arrested for sex offense?
Yeah.
Fucking
Have X-Pac in there.
I was gonna say fucking show up to the company. He was in the porn with her.
Yeah. Although to be fair, he was in a sex tape he made with her that then eventually got distributed. She was in proper porn, where it's like cheesy acting and really horrible spots and shit. Pretty much like Raw.
I was like, yeah, they should reward her for, being in it. I mean, not some casual like X-Pac.
No,
Yeah, she's branching out. She's like the Brock.
Yeah.
You know,
Ironically,
it's the opposite of normal. If you're on the normal roster and you get yourself over with the crowd and the WWE product by yourself on the internet, you're shunned and buried. But if you do that in the porn, you're supported. That's why Hulk Hogan's at the top.
Hulk Hogan's at the top because people can't remember it's not the 80s.
Pretty much.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan's at the top because he has the uncanny and unique ability to do things he's not supposed to.
Pretty much.
Yep. Like have a son that almost killed someone.
He did kill someone, didn't he?
I believe he paralyzed him for life.
Oh, I thought the guy died.
I thought he was paralyzed, but I still found it hilarious when I found out. Not that. When I found out Hulk Hogan went in court as Hulk Hogan to defend, to help rally people for his son's case, and he was like, "Yeah, brother," and I'm like, "Really?
Yeah.
That really? Why? How is that a good idea?"
Why does this exist?
Well, maybe the judge grew up in the 80s. He'll remember Hulk Hogan and be like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did he win a court case? Never mind.
That would only work if the judge that ended up judging the case for his son was the judge from Ted 2.
Ha.
Luckily, I've not seen that.
I saw that judge in the commercial.
Yeah, in the trailer. Every time I see that, it makes me facepalm.
Yeah, but for those who don't know, basically in the trailer, one of the plot points of the movie is basically Ted wants to marry this girl he's in love with, but he's not legally considered a person, so they have to basically pull a data from Star Trek and go to court to prove that he's actually a person. And he's on the stand, and the prosecutor asks him, do you think you have a soul? And he starts singing soul music, and the other guy's like, objection, and the black judge is like, overruled. And just fist pumps Ted.
Wow.
Riveting.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But yes, who's next?
So could that mean that, as you hypothesized when you told me about this breaking news, Does that mean that China might be Hall of Fame next year?
I'm hoping it means she's Hall of Fame next
That
year.
would be good.
I also think it'd be cool if what I mentioned to you would be awesome, but probably won't never happen, would happen. If Seth Rollins turns face, and then at a pay-per-view we have Seth Rollins versus Triple H with Stephanie and Chyna on the outside of the ring.
There you go.
I know that'd be a weird thing, but it's one of those things where I don't want to see her in the ring burying the divas because WWE tries to do that with themselves. It's a case of I still like to see Chyna. I can still respect what she's done, and I think that's people want to see her just because of what happened. They'll want to see her somehow in an angle with Triple H and Stephanie. Sort of like the Edge Matt thing where everyone wanted to see those two at each other in some sort of storyline, and we got one.
That'd be great because they could, with that angle, they could kind of like fake people out, but in a good way. Because it could be like, Seth turns face and Seth is like, "All right, Hunter, you get your wife, huh? Well, I'm gonna let you know right now, I hired some protection." And of course, immediately people are gonna think, "Oh, okay, well, he's gonna call like the APH. I think maybe he hired Farouk, whatever." It's like, see, for tonight, I hired a bodyguard. And he's like, "Wait, what?"
Diesel?
And then China comes out and Triple H shits himself.
So yeah, when you also said, yeah, I've hired some like security or something, I'm like, he already has that. J&J security are hired by him.
Yeah, but I would imagine they're more authority. So if he turns face, they'll probably ditch him, so he'll be alone.
That is also possible.
Yeah, because weren't they pretty much talking shit to his face on Raw?
They were talking shit to his face on Raw, but when the authority wasn't around, they were still with him, if that makes sense. And some people are fun, and like when or anyone who said the authority is banned from ringside, he's had J&J security, which has led some people to believe they might be hired by Seth Rollins, not by authority.
Just fair enough. Then they could always quit. They'd be like, "We quit."
They could be.
Speaking of powerful divas to come back and in the Hall of Fame and get involved in a storyline, given that Brock is regularly around me, is anybody surprised we haven't seen Sable show up?
Is she really considered powerful?
She powerbomb
Mark Marrow.
She did, but it wasn't like China style power or anything like that, or jazz or anything like that. Sable was more about the looks,
bro.
And even that powerbomb on Mark Marrow was a little sloppy. I'm not even joking with that. That was a little sloppy. But she is awesome, and we might see her again. I just mean she was more about the looks than she was about the physicalness. I'm not sure if anyone agreed with that though.
I can agree with that.
A little bit. Back to the Ivory Tower.
Indeed.
All right. So, Marcus, your first award.
All right, my first award, and I had to call it this because of what I believe it was Jim who originally had the award. I call this the Truth Really Hurts Award. And it's for R-Truth coming out wearing a cheap-ass white cape and cardboard crown to do commentary for the King Barrett match, only to find out that he is King Barrett's opponent for the night. I was like, okay, that was kind of funny. I have to give it up for that. And Truth wins via roll-up. Barrett lays him out after with a Royal Bullhammer. But yeah, I had to give that an award of, yeah, so I can't wait, dog. I can't wait to see who his opponent is. King turns to, Cole turns to him, Truth, you're his opponent. What?
Which, that was kind of funny. Although it wasn't as funny as last week. With the whole you're not in the match.
Yeah.
Was that real? Just curious.
Was what real?
Like, did he really think he was, or was that like a?
I assume that was scripted.
Okay. Because I mean, it sounded hilarious, but I wasn't sure if he like genuinely. They're just like he's like I gotta go and cut a promo, and they're like, yeah, okay, whatever, or if like it was scripted. Either way, it's funny, but I would feel really bad for him if it was real.
I could see that. I'd feel bad if that was real. It's all quiet.
It is.
Shh. That happened.
Shh. And so peaceful until. That's right. I remember Bjorn.
Yes, back to the Ivory Tower.
Yes.
All right. So my only award for this week, just heard about it like 2 hours ago, but
Whoa,
deserves an award. Huh?
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. But well, it was definitely from you, but it wasn't like you were like, hey, use this for an award. It was just, it was just like, I didn't hear about that. Oh, I haven't, and then it was like,
I heavily signaled you with my eyes
oh, okay.
in a podcast.
Yeah. But I call it the Here Comes the New Challenger Award. Because I was totally excited that Finn Balor was announced for in the first 6 people of WWE 2K16. I think he's really cool, and it's neat that they would put him in the game, and like not announce him down the line. I like that they put him in the first group that they announced. I think that was really cool. It kind of feels really nice to just be like, oh yeah, and NXT people. It's like, oh, you remembered.
Are they going to give him his pay-per-view entrance?
I hope it's in there. I hope it's not his only entrance, but I hope it is in there. Maybe like, well, they probably shouldn't make it his championship entrance, but that I could see them doing something like that. That they'd have both.
Right.
Or it'll be an alternate attire.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a superstar head of. Oh, I'm gonna get this wrong. Not anti. Toxin. Thank you. I finally saw pictures of them. What the hell? Anyway.
Did you see the new Toxin?
I don't remember. It was orange, and I was just like, I don't know what. It looks like a damn safety cone.
Yeah, they had Toxin, and he was okay-ish, but still shit. Then Eddie Brock's now got the Toxin symbiote, so it looks exactly like Venom, but colored that way. And I'm like, no, we want Eddie as Venom. And like, but we want Flash Thompson to still be relevant. Then give him Toxin.
Yeah.
Oh, do I have one job?
Yeah.
Put Eddie Brock.
But yeah, that was my award.
Yeah,
so yeah.
That shocked me. Like I mentioned in the other one they're like, we had one guy left to go, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be Cena or Orton, and the Big Show, the people we always see. Finn Balor, I'm like, what? It's weird.
Yeah. But awesome.
It is awesome. It also means the NXT mode will probably still be back, or the career mode.
My career, yeah.
Yeah.
Richter, you're totally going to make Kevin Owens your beat slut, aren't you?
Done. Oh, you meant in the game. Unless Corey Graves is there, he's my actual rival.
Well, confirm or deny, Rick. How annoyed would you be if you're in a match with Kevin Owens in my career? Corey Graves interferes. Kevin Owens does that power bomb to the side of the ring, and you're injured. Your career's over.
That wouldn't happen. I don't turn that shit on. I don't even have stamina in the match.
Speaking of which, if Kevin Owens is in the game, are you taking that as one of your OMGs?
Me? No, I don't know.
The power bomb to the apron.
Not anymore. No.
Because if he's in the game, they're probably going to put that in as an OMG.
Yeah, of course they would.
They might do, which I may take that because I'll probably get rid of one of my other ones. They all because if they're adding new ones, one of them will go.
Yeah.
It's like I may even replace this year. I may even replace the RKO with the poppable power bomb because that's awesome. Unless you can only do it if they run at you, in which case, fuck off.
I thought you replaced it with the curb stomp.
That was the punk kick because that was similar.
Fair enough.
That was similar, but it means my whole finisher library wasn't just Orton's move.
Mm-hmm.
I like the curb stomp.
Yeah, that might be gone.
That might be.
No, they'll still keep the move in the game. They don't get. I mean, Shattered Dream's still in the game. Come on.
It's true.
True. I could also make the case of like Rick said. I could also see it possibly being gone.
I could totally see. Actually, now that I'm thinking about like DLC, we were mentioning Dusty. If they decide like it's too late to put him in at this point, but they're going to put him in as DLC, I could see them doing like a Rhodes family pack where you get Dusty and you get Cody, and then maybe you get like Goldust in like a different form or something like that.
Yeah, and Terry Reynolds.
Yeah, or something like that.
Somebody else remembers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking if they did Dusty in there, it'll probably be more like Ultimate Warriors mode this year, sort of. And I mean, it'll be like a showcase mode where they can use the video packages of some of his stuff and include some older wrestlers.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah.
Celebrating his whole career, and that'd be awesome.
Also, do you
if
think they would shamelessly put that in to capitalize on it? That doesn't seem like WWE.
I don't know. They might do. I've heard this year there is Connor. No.
Yeah.
Ah!
I mean, they should put it in, but they always kind of have that feeling where you're just like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like this year in my career mode, there's a branching path of do you want to go do the Make-A-Wish Foundation, or would you like to publicly slam WWE? One will make you like the rebel face, and the other one will make you like the cool. The other one will make you like the Cena face. So that's a little dope. I want to publicly slam WWE, and that'll either make you a heel because it's a risky move, or you'll become like CM Punk.
Yes. I mean, no.
I'm gonna go with Make-A-Wish Foundation. Buy my multicolored T-shirts now. Yay! I'm getting more marketing revenue.
So you can afford GM mode.
Yeah. I was also thinking because last one on my career mode, you had to buy all your moves and stuff. So Make-A-Wish Foundation to sell merchandise will help you buy moves. Yay! I'm exploiting them for my own profit this time. And I don't feel bad because I only have pixel cancer.
Pixel cancer.
Okay.
Dire cancer. Right, you South Park people.
On the disc cancer.
On the disc. Yes. I mean, what?
Wow. You're bad people.
Yes, I am. All right, so Jim, you're next
Jim?
word.
He's oddly quiet.
Alrighty.
He's trying to disassociate himself from us.
You was just trying to find out where you were, Marcus, when the Dusty news broke.
Wow.
It was going to be mentioned once.
It was.
I figured,
It
get out
totally
the way,
was.
let's move on.
Yeah.
He knows
Yeah.
where I was because he's the one that told me.
Or is that just what you let him believe?
Yeah, you were acting surprised.
Yeah.
Which also means you weren't on when it actually broke. If he had to tell you later.
No.
Did you hear he died? I was the first to. I mean, what?
Did you hear he died? What? I love how running joke of Marcus kills everyone famous and hides in the media. It's awesome.
It is. It is.
Goes all the way back to college when he was like his next door neighbor was someone called Kurt Cobain.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Thank you. I assume you were in college in the 90s.
Nope. I graduated in '98.
So you would have been in college in 99. 90s, boom!
My second award. I called it Thank You Owens. For Kevin Owens powerbombing a rapper off the stage because I'm getting a little tired of rapper. I'm tired of getting rappers.
Stole my award.
Your problem. I'm getting a little tired of rappers showing up on Raw when we really don't need them there. That's not to say that we need like Florida Georgia Line or anybody else either. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that was his own fault. He interrupted him. It's like, Kevin Owens, that's cool and all. I'm going to let you finish, but Brock Lesnar is the most legitimate fighter in WWE. Whoa! Off the stage.
I would have given him an award. Wasn't that the rapper that did the theme song for Cena the one year and everyone booed, or was that a different guy? Because I thought the name looked.
I have no idea.
This one is one of the ones that worked with Cena, and they did mention at the top of the show that he was good friends with John Cena, which is the only reason Kevin Owens attacked him. Because some people are like, why is he attacking random people? I'm like, do you not pay attention to the fact that he's Cena's friend? They mentioned it. What, did he have to come out and cut a promo about being Cena's friend for people to be like,
oh, needed a video package?
Or Kevin Owens to actually state that was for Cena.
I think the angle they were going with, too, was what Owens mentioned near the top of the show when he talked about why he attacked Cena was because apparently he hates handshakes. He thinks they're disrespectful or some shit. So Machine Gun Kelly tried to handshake him, and then Owens just kind of looked at him like, "Are you shitting me?" And then powerbommed him off the stage. It was a sloppy as shit powerbomb too.
You ever get the feeling that he just makes up rules so he can powerbomb someone? So it's just like, hi, and he's like, it's disrespectful to say hi to me in this hallway, in this arena. And someone's like, fucking really? And he just picks up power bombs them.
He does.
It's like, freaking God-modded wrestlers. And he's like, I am unstoppable.
He does. It's that old heel tactic, like when Undertaker was big evil and he kept trying to find new ways that someone should show him respect.
Yeah.
I still find it funny and I had to kiss Vince's ass for years. So you don't want to kiss Vince's ass, do you, JR? No. Do you think you're better than me? And I'm like, what? Wait, what? And then the second he turned, I was like, yes! I can't believe I'm cheering, rubbing Jim Ross's ass, face into Vince's ass, but still, yay!
Was that the point in time where he made somebody drink his tobacco juice?
That was Tommy Dreamer. How can you not remember ECW?
He hates Tommy Dreamer, though.
Fair enough.
Yeah, based on Owens' action, that's kind of what I read from it, because he came out and applauded at the end of MGK's thing, and he came out to the stage. MGK was backing up off the ramp, and he turned around. He's like, "Oh, hey, Owens is out here," and Owens was clapping. He was like, he had a smile on his face. He was like, "Yeah, that was good. Good job." And Machine Gun Kelly was like, "Yeah, cool. Thanks for the props, whatnot." And then he put his hand up to do the gangsta handshake type thing. Much respect, much love. Walk off, and then Owens' face just got all frowny and shit. Was like, "Did you just try to handshake me?"
Yep. Like I said, I think it was mainly because he was Cena's friend, though. That's what I think they were going for. But
yeah, probably.
Yeah, like Richter said, he does seem to make up rules to powerbomb someone, villains need to. Every fucking WWE villain does that. I'm gonna go with this rule, and then the next week it's like, no, I meant this rule, and it's like, wait, what?
Or it could be because Machine Gun Kelly shoved him and pissed him off. Because he was like, because I couldn't hear what he was saying, but I get the feeling Machine Gun Kelly was like, "You disrespected me by not shaking my hand. Fuck you!" And shoved him and walks off, and Owens like, "No, fuck you!" Grabs him and powerbombs him off the stage. But fair enough. I did not know he was seeing his friends. That's probably, in terms of the background story, that's probably what they were going for. But based on what transpired on the stage, that's not what I got. But I guess it could be either way. So fair enough. Yeah, that was going to be my third award. So damn you for taking that. And I actually called it that too. I called it the Thank You Owens Award. Because that guy was fucking terrible. No offense, Machine Gun Kelly, but you suck, dude. That's not rap.
Look at you acting up, pretending to be all street and knowing his name. You'll notice Marcus is the only one that named him.
I wanted him to be like, bump that. I ain't bullshitting on Front Street no mo. I wanted just the worst Ebonics ever. All right. So then I guess you'll use that as your second award then? As well? Okay. So back to Jim for your third award.
Oh, no, how about Mo?
Yes.
Wasn't he before Marcus?
No. I was before Marcus, but Marcus was going with Jim's because Jim's before me.
Oh, okay.
In other words, Mole was in the middle, but Marcus jumped the gun because he had the same award as me.
Okay, then yeah, go ahead.
So Mole, then you, and then back around to me.
Yeah, which my second one, I called it "You Are Not Spartacus," and that was for Paige when she failed to rally the divas to topple the Bello Empire. She even stood on a chair to motivate them, and it just didn't work.
Made me facepalm.
I liked it because I was like, normally especially even in wrestling, whenever you see that thing happen, how often is it if it's a face doing it, it doesn't work? Normally everyone's like, yeah, we're totally motivated by everything you say, and this time they're like, I don't think so. We've seen you turn on some of us before now. And I'm like, thank you.
What did Nikki say to them to get them to all to tell Paige to fuck off? Because some of them were about to like join her until the Bellas walked in.
She mentioned that they're friends with Stephanie now.
Oh. Just kind of a bold-faced lie, but okay.
Arguably, it's a bold-faced lie, but arguably it's not, because they may have forgiven Stephanie for all the other stuff, and Nikki was definitely friends with Stephanie.
Yep.
True.
But, yay, back to Rick.
In the Ivory Tower.
All right, so Jim, then your next one, I think.
Yep.
Sure, why not? Let's see here. What else I got? Okay, I'll get the last one from Raw first, and then I'll do my 2 news awards. So my final award from Raw, I was kind of hoping that Triple H would phrase it this way, but he didn't. So I just named the award as Next Stop, Suplex City.
I'm going to interject. I have the exact same award, only I named it The Beast Has a Boss.
Nice.
Ha! Nice.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, for Seth Rollins finding out that he will have to face Brock Lesnar at whatever the fuck the next pay-per-view is.
Battlegrounds.
Battlegrounds, thank you. It's a
Which
film.
we all
I
knew
don't
that
really
was-
know what it's called.
We all knew that was going to be Brock, considering they said Brock was going to be there, and this was the only segment he could show up in.
See, I didn't know Brock was going to be there. I didn't actually see that, so...
Plus, he had to be back before a couple of weeks, because isn't it that fucking Japanese live show with NXT people and the normal WWE people all in one, and Brock's there?
Fair enough. But yeah, so that was... I was kind of hoping that Triple H would have phrased it like, you know, once Brock came out, like, oh, that was good, but I wish he would have phrased it, but like, well, I'm glad you're so confident in yourself, Seth Rollins, because the next stop on the road of your title reign is Suplex City. That had Brock's music hit. That would have been badass.
Triple H used someone else's catchphrase to get that person over and not bury him further? What? Are you crazy, Jim?
True. You're right. I know. I'm expecting a lot. But also, a sub-award to Brock Lesnar's new T-shirt. As a road sign on that says Suplex City.
To be fair, it's his same T-shirt. The only difference is the location changes. Like Marcus mentioned, it's got a different location on the a little part of it. Like the Rock's, finally the Rock has come back.
Ah, okay.
Like this one had wherever the hell they were on it.
Cleveland, Ohio, home of The Miz.
Fuck the Miz.
And
Miz
for
is
one
all-
night, he actually got to be the face. Kind of.
Miz is awesome.
I like The Miz.
Back to him.
All right, so Mole, your next award.
My next award is called The Beast Has a Boss.
Ha.
And back to Hammy.
All right. Then Marcus, I guess, your third one.
My final award is, I call it Awakening the Demon. And throughout the whole night, Triple H and Stephanie were like, yeah, we're going to tell you at the end of the night, Rollins, who you're facing. Obviously, it was Brock. But, we're going to tell you at the end of the night who you're facing, for your next title match. And so the whole night, Rollins was trying to buddy with the rest of the Authority to try to find out who it was. And one of the people he approached was Kane after Kane's match with Orton. And, of course, Kane fucking hates him. So they start having words, and Kane gets in his face and goes, to be a world champion means, to fight night after night after night, one opponent after another, and saying he was like, you need a team to do that, and if you don't understand that, then you're an idiot. And Rollins responds with, that he could do it on his own. He's like, I don't need a team, and Kane wouldn't understand because he's always had someone holding his hand. And he starts naming people who will hold his hand, and he makes the mistake of saying Paul Bearer. And then he's about to say The Undertaker, and Kane grabs him, pulls him in like almost nose to nose, and he gets royally pissed off and goes, "Don't ever mention my family again, or I will eviscerate you." I'm like, ooh, I hope this leads into the return of the Big Red Machine, because that was Big Red Machine territory there.
And that's when Seth Rollins goes, May 19th.
And then runs.
And then he runs away.
Yeah.
But yeah, together it works. I'm like, I want him to get the mask back. I want Kane to come back for one more run before he retires.
Technically back for one more run. Because he's constantly wrestling now.
Pretty much.
True. But I meant one more run as masked Kane, as true Kane, before he retires.
But is that really true Kane anymore? At this point, all masked Kane is Stephanie's bitch when she hands his mask over.
That's why I'm hoping he gets the mask back. Like, he takes it back and is like, fuck this, I am, the Big Red Machine.
I was going to make the case if we actually seen proper, real Kane since when he started to wear the tank top.
Yeah, not
Sure.
really.
But was still meant to be inexplicably scarred throughout his whole body.
True.
I will give credit. I like that Kane for winning a tag team title ladder match single-handedly.
That was later Kane. I was on about Kane with the full mask, but with the tank top and flames on it.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
All right. So, Mole, you're next door, I believe.
Isn't it Jim's?
Yeah, I should go to Jim.
Is it Jim? Okay, I don't know. I lost
Yeah,
the
this
order.
this week the whole order's fucked.
Okay, Jim, your next one.
Okay. Well, this is apparently going to be a semi-weekly segment at this point. I'm calling this from the bench. It's time for the weekly injury report. We have 2 injury updates. First of all, and they're both from NXT, Richter, so you might want to listen up.
Uh-oh.
First of all, Hideo Itami said that he'll be...
Don't spoil this week's NXT for Victor, because I assume he's going to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Hideo Itami said that he'll be appearing at WWE's 4th of July special in Tokyo, Japan, but he will be out of action for another 3 to 4 months.
But 4th of July is next month.
I know. They pre-taped.
I'm confused.
Yeah. And spoiler, he issued a challenge to the winner of the Owens-Balor championship match. Sami Zayn later in that same show cut a promo calling 2014 best year of his career, but saying he'll be out for the remainder of 2015 at minimum. He did vow to come back better than ever and says that he plans to recapture the NXT title and get revenge on Kevin Owens. So, it's a race to who can come back and challenge for the title first? I don't know.
Yay.
There's your weekly injury report. Enjoy. Back to Hammy.
Enjoy the injuries.
Exactly.
I would like to point out that's probably never going to happen. Because
Which one?
if Sami Zayn
Which
vowing revenge on
back?
Kevin Owens, that's probably never going to happen, considering in that same speech he said that Sami Zayn said he's going to be out the rest of the year. Yeah, if he's actually out the rest of the year, I guarantee you by the time Sami Zayn comes back, Kevin Owens will no longer be the NXT champion and he'll be on the main roster.
And what's to say Sami Zayn won't debut on the main roster?
Yeah, I mean, he had a match against John Cena.
Because Sami Zayn himself said he's coming back to retake the NXT title, which is not on the main roster.
Yeah, but they could change his mind. I mean, they're allowed to do that, you know.
Yeah, I assume his revenge takes precedent over title.
Yeah, more likely than not.
Possibly. For revenge.
Yeah, I can see the moving Sami Zayn booking that dude on the main roster and then having Hideo actually go for whoever has the title at the time. That would make sense to me. Also, I might as well tie it on a related note. There was an interview with Bret the Hitman Hart this week who said that based on his experience with injuries, he believes that Daniel Bryan's career is over because it was a similar situation he was in when he got kicked in the fucking skull.
By Goldberg.
By Goldberg.
Who couldn't wrestle for shit.
Mm-hmm. Who still can't wrestle for shit.
Nope. He was like Ryback before Ryback was a thing.
Pretty much. Still waiting for the day that Goldberg shows up for just some random thing and if fans start chanting Ryback.
I can't wait till Goldberg shows up and those two have a match and they injure each other and end each other's career.
That would be amazing.
It's the only way this can end.
Mm-hmm.
There can be only none.
Yes.
We're gonna ensure that this happens. We're gonna have Goldberg face Ryback, and the special guest referee is gonna be Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
To be fair, Scott Steiner didn't actually injure his people as much as the other two.
True.
He's more like Mark Henry level of injury, where he can injure people, but he can also put on like normal matches and also some good stories.
Mm-hmm. The difference is that Mark Henry can actually cut a coherent promo.
And the difference is people pay to see Scott Steiner.
This is true.
No one paid to see Mark Henry. I'm sorry, I like Mark Henry, but no.
Aw, poor Mark Henry.
I believe it was over to Rick to introduce me.
It
Yep.
was.
So go ahead with your next award.
Oh, thank you. I'm shocked.
Oh.
I just said that because I realized we were on a tangent. I was like, we're probably going to get lost again. The other time.
Yeah.
Number 4, Tyson was clearly the brains.
Yep.
This was from SmackDown. Kevin Owens says, there will be no open challenge tonight. To which Cesaro starts to just basically provoke him and says, oh, I thought you were here for a fight. Remember, fight Owens fight, not talk Owens talk, huh?
Yeah.
Just goads him into a fight. Spoiler alert, does not end well for Cesaro.
Does it involve a rule he pulled out of his ass in a
I
powerbomb?
can imagine that.
Well, that wouldn't be a rule he pulled out of his ass. That would be match.
Oh, so they did actually have a match.
They did have a match.
I don't know.
But back to Hammy.
All right. So I believe Marcus has done all his, so back to Jim, I think.
Correct.
Yeah, Marcus has blowed his load. Thank you.
So, my final award.
We're near to our seat.
Oh, you are. As well you should be. But yes, my final award is the Cheat Code Award. And I'm giving it to WWE's new video gaming YouTube channel, Up Up Down Down.
Mm-hmm.
Hosted by Xavier Woods, as we know him, but he's using his moniker. What is it? Something Creed. What the hell's his first name?
Apollo.
No.
Austin.
Thank you, Austin Creed. Yes, starring Austin Creed, on which he is hosting a variety of gaming-related programs with assortment of guests, ranging from his friends to his fellow co-stars and other such people joining him. There will be a variety of different programs that he's hosting on this YouTube channel. The first episode of each you can see on the YouTube channel now. It's Up, Up, Down, Down. Subscribe now. These shows include shows where one show where he will do a Let's Play of a video game. One show where he and someone will play an open sandbox game and just kind of jump into it blind and just go for it and see what happens. One show in which there will be challenges involved and there will be penalties if the guest does not complete the challenges in the game. And there's one other one, and I can't remember what the other one is. But there's like 4 different shows he's doing. And I watched the first 2 episodes, some of them, they were pretty awesome. I would say it was pretty cool. If you're going to get into this, I recommend going to check this out. I particularly recommend you check out of Austin Creed and his good friend Kobe Kingston playing Rayman Legends. Specifically, they find the soccer, or as Mole would call it, football minigame in the Rayman Legends. And get into a huge fight of screaming goal at each other, which they then had to follow up with revenge in one of the other videos where they went on a challenge in FIFA. And I also recommend watching him and watching Austin Creed and his good friend DJ Murpho. Watch them play in the Sandbox show, play Grand Theft Auto 5 and try to get to 5 stars, and watch the hilarity of both, this occurring in on a WWE sponsored YouTube channel, and watching Xavier Woods attempt to get pissed off at the game while remaining PG. It is hilarious.
But the game's not PG.
I know, that's what makes it hilarious. It's like trying to have PG reaction to M-rated game. Which, although Austin Creed himself said it, made a passing joke at one point about basically they're not expecting kids to watch this YouTube channel. They're like, Play Grand Theft Auto 5. This is the show kids are going to watch, yeah.
I also love that in the opening video, he apologizes for the New Day.
He does.
I would also make the case he may be wrong.
I know, I thought about that as he said it.
Because, lots of kids watch Let's Plays and stuff now. Like I mentioned in the past, one of the things my niece and nephew can't stop watching is Minecraft Let's Plays.
Ah.
Ironically, which annoys me, they end up watching Minecraft more than they play it.
Yeah, for those who would like to know, there is a schedule. Up, down, Let's Plays will be on Mondays. Will become available. For the Lols will be on Wednesdays, and that will be the Sandbox games, such as Grand Theft Auto 5.
Of course, on Wednesdays for video games, we still recommend you tune in to XGR.
Yes, watch XGR live, because that's live. This is not pre-recorded.
I'm just mentioning that because he doesn't watch our shit.
On Fridays, you can check out Jump Scares, where he delves into horror games as players push their intestinal fortitude to the limit by creeping through blood-curdling games. On Saturdays, you can check out Superstar Save Point, where the guests are tasked with jumping into a random game totally cold and must help lead Woods to gaming glory in an unpredictable co-op experiment. And on Sundays, you can see the Gamer Gauntlet, where the Woods and friends challenge each other for more than bragging rights, where there are predetermined penalties for the losers. So all those shows are available.
All right.
So you can check that out. They believe they have a decent audience by leveraging this into a content vertical, which believes has a similar audience to the current product. And they believe they can bring over their 6.4 million subscribers, which, if you don't know, makes them the #1 sports channel on YouTube, ahead of the NBA, the MLB, the NFL, the NHL, ESPN, and NASCAR.
But they still don't have as much views as Twitch for all your esports.
Indeed. But they have served more than 5 billion video views in the last 12 months, apparently.
Wow.
Yes, like I said, currently you can check them out playing FIFA, Grand Theft Auto 5, Rayman Legends, and in the first episode of the Up, Down Let's Plays, you can see them playing what they are referring to as The Witcher 3 Dead Horses.
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't played this, but apparently everywhere they went, every horse except theirs was dead.
Yeah, the only reason they have that many, WWE has that many views, is because unlike every other sport out there, no one wants to pay to watch their shit.
Tell that to the 3 million or so WWE Network subscribers.
Yeah, I paid $9.99 to watch that shit.
Exactly.
Yes, but that does not constitute YouTube people. You'd be watching it on the network. I'm talking about YouTube viewers.
A lot of the sports channels that are on YouTube, it's the free content because they all have like the Major League Baseball apps, UFC apps, and all that. Where you subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be the same situation. But yeah, I believe it's
Yeah. All right. So, Mole, your next award.
no one noticed him.
Nope.
That was the Bray Wyatt.
Mhm.
And this is for Raw and SmackDown. It's better on SmackDown because he cut out the white paper. But he is holding a picture in his hand of Roman Reigns playing with his child on like the living room floor.
I saw that. That was from the commercial.
Yeah, but it's weird because Bray actually says the word that he got this photo because he's watching him with his kids and he's printed it off him and he's cut it out. He implies heavily that he took that himself.
You know what the hilarious thing is? If he actually said that on Raw, that bit immediately followed the premiere of Roman Reigns' commercial where that shot was taken from.
Yeah,
That's
but
how
I'm
I
saying,
knew it was from the commercial because I just got finished watching that commercial.
Yeah, but I'm saying with what Bray actually said, and like I said, he says the same thing on SmackDown too, because obviously they like to repeat shit. Only on SmackDown it was better because he cut out the frame. It was implied Roman Reigns was playing with his daughter on the living room floor, and Bray Wyatt took a photo, and I'm like, how the hell did you get there? Because there's nothing else in the shot. And yet which means he'd have to be stood in the living room, with a high quality studio camera. And Roman Reigns like, just ignore him. I don't think this happens. That goes into the territory of being ridiculous.
Daddy, who's the strange man? Don't talk to him. Continue playing dominoes.
That's probably why Roman Reigns ignores him because he knows where the shot's from. He's like, no, fuck it.
Yeah, because like I said, it's one of those things with WWE, like you mentioned, it probably come from something like that, but it's like when they've used Total Divas footage before now, and they've taken it, and we're not supposed to know it was from Total Divas with some photos and stuff, and it's like, okay, so that one's not canon. Like the Roman Reigns show of his kid, it's his real life, but it's not canon to the character as such.
Yeah. Did you get that commercial, Mo?
Yeah, I believe we did.
The Father's Day commercial with Roman Reigns?
I believe we did.
Okay.
But I just found that a little interesting.
Yeah, when I saw Bray Wyatt with that image, I was like, really?
Yeah. Which, to be fair, like you said, you saw the commercial afterwards, so yeah, you would have had the same reaction as well, especially if you'd listened to what he said, of, how the fuck did you take this?
No. I saw it beforehand. They played the commercial, and then, like, almost immediately following that commercial, if not, they might have had one commercial between, but effectively right after that commercial, they came back to Raw, and it opened with Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns. So he comes walking out, pulls up the picture. I'm like, I just saw that in the commercial.
Okay, but that doesn't change the fact, like I said, if you actually listen to him, of what he said, I'm like, that's weird, because if you go by what's actually on the storyline, like I said, that's weird, because how would this happen? If we put a branch in the shot or something, like Photoshop a stick in the view, so you can say you were from the bushes or something, you know what I mean? That's way too clean.
I think it was stupid of them to use the shot in the first place, but maybe that's just me.
I'm not sure about that. It was stupid to what they used, but they're using it because apparently Bray Wyatt's trying to get in Roman Reigns' head in a similar way to like DDP stalking Taker's wife. It's meant to be like, I'm stalking your children and your family, so it's more personal than it's been in the past.
Which... No, I don't have any problem with him stalking the child. I'm just saying I think it was stupid of them to use that specific shot because it was right out of the commercial. I think they should have used a different photo, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, which, like I said, they should have added something to it. But it's still weird. But back to Hammy.
All right. So, Jim, your last award, I believe?
Match and promo one.
Oh, was that all 5?
Yeah, that was all 5.
Oh, I thought that was 5.
Because I went first, so I give my 5th first.
Okay. All right. So, match and promo of the night. Take it away, Marcus.
All right, I don't have a promo, but my match was Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. Because I love, like, Dolph Ziggler answers the open challenge, and Owens is like, whoa. I said it was an open challenge. I never said it was an open challenge for the NXT title. And Dolph's like, I don't give a fuck. I just want to kick your ass. And then promptly gets his ass kicked.
Yeah, and then was fed to him.
Pretty
Fed to
much.
the
It was a
machine.
good match, though, so I wouldn't necessarily say fed, but he did
No,
lose
he
the
was
match.
fed
It was
to
a good match. I think it's my match of the night, so
Was there any real resistance? Did it look like Owens might? No, he was fed.
yes. No, there was resistance.
Yeah.
That's why I'd say it
I've
was a
seen
good
Kevin
match.
Owens matches. They're all fed to him.
Fair enough.
You have more?
Yep. To be fair, this is the internet where one loss equals jobbing.
Yep.
We've all seen that too many times.
Yep. But yeah, that was my match of the night. Back to him.
Yummy.
All right, so Jim, match and promo tonight.
I didn't actually have a promo written down because I didn't see this portion of Raw, but since it was brought up earlier, I'll give it to Kane threatening to eviscerate Seth Rollins. That sounded cool.
If only Marcus and Jim could fuse, we might have a whole list.
And my match of the night, I gave it to the New Day versus the Primetime Players and Neville because that was a half decent back and forth contest. It's better than most of the matches that were on Raw. I'm sorry, but nobody wanted to see the Miz versus the Big Show.
I wanted to see the Miz win,
Yeah,
and he won because the Miz is awesome.
fair enough.
Actually, here you go. I'll give my promo of the night to Brock Lesnar for saying absolutely nothing.
Ha.
He didn't need to. He literally came out, got in the ring, stared Seth Rollins in the eyes, and Seth Rollins ran like a scalded dog.
I'm sorry, but returning and not saying a single word, I think Jericho invented that.
Ha.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, but Jericho did it to be snarky. Brock Lesnar did it because he didn't have to say anything. He's
Yeah.
just that intimidating.
Well, of course he didn't have to say anything. He had a bald guy with a microphone next to him to do it for him.
Heyman didn't say anything either.
Yeah, but if he had needed to, he could have. Brock wouldn't have had to talk either way.
I don't even know why Heyman was there. I don't think he really. If he said anything, it was like thank you to Triple H or something. But aside from that, Heyman didn't even say anything. He just stood there with that dope-eating grin on his face.
Because he's Paul Heyman, he accompanies Brock everywhere he goes.
He's the one behind the one in 21-1.
True. But yeah, it's back to him.
All right, so Mole, your match and promo.
My promo came from and my match both come from SmackDown, but the promo, Sheamus kicks off SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes out and he mentions the crowd all said, I look stupid at one point because of this hair, because their pea-sized brains couldn't actually think to not just be narrow-minded for once. And I'm like, thank you. And then he raises up his briefcase and he's like, do I look stupid now? Oh, did I win? Oh, that's right, I won. Who looks stupid now? And the crowd didn't even chant, you look stupid, they just booed. And I'm like, thank you, that's awesome. And he talks about Raw, and then Dean Ambrose interrupts him and threatens to beat Sheamus's. And I had to put this in, quote, potato farming hands, which, not sure if racist, because of obviously the potato famine and stuff, but still racist. And then Sheamus tells him, well, if you want the contract for the Money in Bank, and he just drops on the floor and goes, come and take it, go on, I dare you. Come on, come into the ring. And Dean Ambrose goes to step into the ring, and then Kane comes out. And Kane just says, no, I'm not going to let you two get it on right now. In fact, I'm going to make a match right now instead. It's going to be Sheamus and myself versus Dean Ambrose. Because Kane was pissed off at all the stuff Dean Ambrose has done to the Authority. And that was my promo. I liked that.
Fair enough.
And my match of the night went to Paige versus Brie. On SmackDown. Nikki was banned from ringside. And it was actually a really great match. And it was actually pretty fun. And midway, right as Paige is like up on the top rope about to win, Alicia Fox comes out and just shoves Paige off. And then obviously Brie picks up the win. And they were going with the whole with the storyline of, yeah, that's, and like the commentator said, yeah, that's why Alicia Fox wouldn't help her. Because like Alicia Fox said, Paige has betrayed her before now. None of the divas like Paige. I'm like, okay, this is actually building to something pretty cool. And it's nice to see the Divas actually put on decent matches and not just be piss break matches, if that makes sense. So, yay. Divas match. Both of those were from SmackDown. Thank you. Back to Rick.
All right.
Nice.
So there you have it, our awards and match and promo of the week. Thank you, everyone here, for joining us tonight.
You're welcome.
A pleasure.
Indeed. And sorry to our viewers for how late in the evening this is.
Yes, that's my bad.
All right. So thank you, everyone, for listening. Join us back next week. That's a Saturday one, right? They didn't do a.
Yes, we have like 5 weeks until the next pay-per-view now.
I will say only next week is Saturday.
Yeah.
Before Jim says that, because only next week Saturday when we're swapping to Sundays. Regular.
Yeah, we're going to swap
so it's always going to be on the regular day.
Yeah, starting the first weekend of July, we'll be permanently swapping the program, so X-Smarks will permanently be on Sundays at 10 p.m.
Yeah, exactly what I
Eastern
said.
time.
All right. So join us then next Saturday, and then after that on Sunday. Thank you very much for joining us, and good night.